Hello, it's Mark Foster from Learn Centre, and I'm really excited today to be able to share with you this world-class sales program. It's a program that was developed for a large communications contact centre company dealing with some of the biggest high street mobile phone brands. And up until recently, I've been under contract with that organisation and unable to share this outside of there because of confidentiality agreements. But now that contract has come to an end, I'm able to share this widely, and in there is a benefit for any organisation or any individual that wants to take their sales game, their telesales game, their web chat game from good to great. Because I've got to stress, this is not a beginner's training course on how to sell. This is a high performance sales program and deals with some advanced psychology, neuroscience, psycholinguistics, and it's for really sharpening the edge on your sales ability. If selling is your profession, if selling is your livelihood, if you embed and use the information in this program, it will give you an income for life, and a very good income at that. Okay, so let's have a look at the course overview. It's built on 4 key tenets. I like to think of them as 4 legs on the table of success in sales. And in particular telesales. So the first one is getting an understanding of the internal landscape in which a sale takes place and being able to navigate that landscape as appropriate within a conversation. So if you think about it, every single sale that's ever taken place and will ever take place happens in the space between 2 minds. The decision happens in one mind, the conversation happens between the 2 minds, and understanding that space and being able to navigate within that space is one of the key components of a successful, highly professional salesperson. It's very different than chance selling or hope selling. So the second element we'll look at, the second leg on the table of success, is a world-class mindset, and along with that, a world-class personal behaviour set. So that's success habits that become mastery, and it's an attitude of approaching something professionally and powerfully, and great achievement ethic. The third one, along with a mindset and the understanding of the internal landscape, is the creating and using of an advanced communication persuasion toolkit. Now, the reason we use a toolkit is because every conversation is likely to be different. Every customer will have a different psychological makeup. So using one tool to try, or one approach, or one line, or one script to try and convert or get on board, create rapport with every single customer, it's not going to get you the individualized results that high performers are able to do. So having this toolbox, and more importantly with the understandings you'll gain in the other elements, knowing when to use certain words, when to use certain phrases, when not to use certain words and phrases, and approaches that will support and engage with the inner psychology of that individual, because you've got that level of understanding of who you're talking to. In fact, you'll have an understanding of who you're talking to that's greater many times than they will understand about themselves. Oh gosh, that's powerful. And finally, eliminating the performance gap between knowing and doing. What I've found over the years is people learn things on an intellectual level. They'll come into the trainings, they'll get information, they'll study over it, they'll pore over it, and on an intellectual, they can tell you about it, they can explain it to you, but there's a gap between knowing and doing, and that element is all about bridging that gap between knowing and doing, and massively embedding the performance in the real world. So, like I say, in the past, it's been only delivered behind closed doors in a big setting, a big corporate setting. However, so therefore, it was only delivered as a tutor program with learning support. However, now it can be delivered again as that in your venue, either by myself or one of my colleagues, and with that, you get the full package of digital learning support as well, including one-to-ones and the group sessions, and then all the digital platform support around the program. The second option now, especially post-COVID, is tutor support virtual learning experience. So this is the same content delivered virtually with a live tutor. So there'll be a log on time, and the tutor will be live, and the classroom will be a virtual classroom. So very similar not quite as engaging, not quite as personal, but still questions can be answered, people can ask, we can get some interaction going. And the third option is a 12 module on-demand video lesson e-learning course. This is essentially aimed at self-directed learning, or if it's in a group setting in a workplace, probably supervised by a learning professional. Or if you're an individual and you're into sales and you know you can do more and you really want to find the hows and the whys, then you could take this on, you could invest in yourself with this program and move yourself into the higher levels and the higher income bracket, and you'll have a skill for life that will pay you back. Absolutely amazing. So there's three delivery formats there. Quick overview of the program. I'm not going through this point by point. You can rewind the video if you choose to. You can pause the video, have a look through that. That's how it was delivered in-house, and variations of that. And what I will say is there's a lot of scope within this program if it's being delivered in-house to tailor it to your specific client needs, your specific target audiences, your specific product lines and approaches. So if we're working in a context of coming into an organization, then yes, there's a lot of tailoring that can be done to make sure it's an absolutely perfect fit in terms of product and service content as well. Okay, so the last piece of information, depending where you're watching this video, if you're on the page on our website, then you'll see the necessary links and buttons. But if you're seeing this video anywhere else, there's a link for you. learncentre.com/testimonials. There you'll be able to watch some videos of people who've successfully completed a course and saying in their own words their experience when they first started, how it's been, the requirements that from their perspective, and most importantly the results they achieved from it. So I'll leave that for you to dip into and have a look at. And also on that page you'll find contact us details. I'd love to have a chat with you about it and explore the possibilities for you or your organisation. So that's all from me today. I'm looking forward to some exciting adventures with this. Let's see how we can move that needle on your sales.